Hello guys, welcome to MJ's Academy. Today we are going to start with a new and fresh lesson, that is lesson number 5, sequence and series. This is our class 6th IPM series. So let us start. So in this lesson there is simple definition or a little bit of theory is given. From that theory we have to understand the essence of that lesson. So let us see what is given to us. The first that is important in such type of problem. So they have given us that in such type of problem, so the problems are related to the lesson, that is sequence and series. So in that question what we have to do, we have given a series, so they will give a sequence or a series of numbers. So in that we have to find out the next number or missing number. So in a sequence or a series of number, we have to find out the next or a missing number. Next number would be given with a underline or question mark in a question. So how to find that? Let us see. In order to find the next number or missing number, first observe the sequence. So they will give us a sequence and that we have to observe. We have to observe a sequence and then we have to find out the relation between the consecutive numbers. The relation, this is important. We have to find a relation. Without a relation there can't be a question of sequence and series. So after finding the relation we have to find out the missing number. So I'll give you an example, simple example which is given. Example would be 1 4 9 16 25 and we have to find the next number here. What would be in place of this? So after here given, we have to find a relation between this. So let us write our solution in here. So what is the relation between the given numbers, that is 1 4 9 16 25? So we have learned in our earlier lesson, that is square and square root. Do you recall that? We can relate these numbers somewhere. Yes, these numbers are nothing but the squares, or we can say it as square numbers. These are square numbers. So whom do they represent? They represent square numbers of 1 2 3 4 and 5. So next to 5 which number comes? Correct, it is 6. So in place, do we write 6? No, we have to write the square of 6 or 6 squared. So what is the square of 6? It is nothing but 36. So 36 is our next number. So this is how we have to find the relation between the numbers or the sequence of numbers given to us, and with that we have to find the missing number or the next number. So let us take some examples about this sequence. This is the theory that we have covered. Now let us focus on examples and how to solve them. So here I have taken 2 examples. These are solved examples in our book. So let us see them. So what does our first question say? Our first question, there is a series given to us. So what is that series say? The series is of 3 6 11 18 27, and what would be our next number they have asked us. So what should we do here? First we will see that what is the relation between the numbers, the relation between the numbers. So let us write a series again here down. The series would be 3 6 11 18 27. So let us first, in any series we have to first try and see what is the difference between them, the difference between the numbers. This is the first try we have to do in the numbers. So our first try would be, what is the difference between 3 and 6? So clearly we can see the difference is 3. Then what is the difference between 6 and 11? It is clearly shown as 5. Then what is the difference between 11 and 18? It is 7. Then the difference between 18 and 27 is 9. So do we see a relation here? Yes, we truly see a relation. So here the differences, that is 3, 5, 7 and 9, they are going to increase by the factor of 2. they go and increase by a factor of 2, we can clearly see. So our next number would also increase by a factor of 2. Yes. So the next here, the difference would be 11. We can clearly see the relation of the previous numbers. So our 11 would be the difference between the number here and 27. So our number would be just 11 plus 27. So what is 11 plus 27? 11 plus 27 is nothing but 38. So 38 is our answer. Next, so let us move to our next question, that is 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 5 comma 8 comma 13. So let us write our series here again. 1 2 3 5 8 13 and a dash is given. So what would be our first try? Our first try would be, I have said that our first try should be the numbers and the differences between them. So let us see if differences work or not. So the difference here between 1 and 2 is 1. Then 2 and 3 is again 1. Then 3 and 5, it is 2. 5 and 8, it is 3. Then it is 5. So do we see any relation in this? We clearly don't see any relation between the differences. So this try would not give us an answer. So we will remove this trial from here. So what would be our another try? So the first try would be to see that differences are there or not. The second try would be to see that if the numbers are related to squares or cubes. So is there any relation to square and cubes? No, there is no relation between any square or cube. So what remains then? We can also see that if number is doubled or multiplied. So we can't see any multiplication here. This is multiplied by 2, but 3 isn't divisible by 2. So there is no multiplication factor. And also there is no difference factor. And there is also no factors like it is a square or a cube. So these three factors aren't there. So what would be our last try? We will take our last try as adding the numbers. Adding the numbers would be again a trial. So let us see if what we get on adding the numbers. So we will erase this and start adding our numbers. So let us see this group first. So 1 plus 2, we can clearly see our answer would be 3. Our next group is 2 and 3. So 2 plus 3, we can clearly see it is 5. Next group is 3 and 5. So here we can see that 3 plus 5 is 8. Then 5 and 8. So this group 5 plus 8 gives us 13. So here we can clearly see the relation between the numbers on a trial of addition. So if we add the first two numbers, we get the third number. Then we add the second and third number, we get the fourth number. So this can clearly see the relation between the numbers. Adding the previous two numbers would give the next number. So this would also apply for 8 and 13 too. So addition of 8 and 13 would give us the number which is there next. So let us add 8 and 13. So after adding 8 plus 13, we can clearly see our answer would be 21. So 21 would be our answer. So this was how we solve sequence and series. So let us take one or two more questions to understand it better. So here are some important questions. These are little tricky questions, so I have taken them. So our series given here is 2, 9, 28, 65, the missing number. So here first we will try the basic, that is difference. So here we can clearly see the difference are going on increasing. So there is no relation of difference in this question. So is there a factor of multiplication? Let us see. 2, 9, 28. No, there is no relation, because 9 isn't divisible by 2 either, or 28 isn't divisible by 9 also. So there is no factor of multiplication in here. Then let us see if there is a factor of square. 2 is a square related, 9 is a square, but rest aren't a square, because 28 isn't related to any square, because square are either 16 or 25 or then 36, but 9 can't be a second place, because 9, if we want it a fact or a square of 3, it should be on the third place basically in most of the sums. So it isn't in that place, so this can't be a square also. So let us see the factor of cube, we can't miss that. So here let us write cubes, because cubes is a new concept. So let us write cubes. 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is what? 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8. Then 3 cube is 3 into 3 into 3, that is 27. Then 4 cube is 4 into 4 into 4, 4 into 4 is 16, 16 into 4 is 64. So is the series related? We can see if it is related or not. Yes, we can clearly see that 1 is related to 2 here, 8 is related to 9, 27 by 28, then 64 by 65. So the number is just a cube series, but add 1 to every cube which is there. So here we can write it as the series as 1 cube plus 1, 2 cube plus 1, 3 cube plus 1, 4 cube plus 1, and then the series would go on, right? So our next one would be 5 cube plus 1. So what is a 5 cube? 5 cube is just 5 into 5 into 5, 3 times. So 5 into 5, we know 5 square, it would give us 25. 25 into 5, so this is simple multiplication. So 25 into 5 would clearly give us 125, and plus 1 would give us the answer as 126. So our answer would be nothing but 126. Clear? So let us move on to our next sum, that is, here it is given that the series as 2, 3, 6, 18, 108, dash. So this is a confusing series. So let us write it first. 2, 3, 6, 18, 108 and dash. So let us first take our factor of difference. But here we can see, if we take a difference here, this difference would be small, that is 1. This would be 3. Then this difference is bigger, it would be clearly 12. This would be a gigantic difference. So we don't see any relation of difference here. So we will write here as there is no difference in the series. So is there a factor of multiplication or a multiplication difference? Let us see by multiplying. So here 3 isn't a factor of 2, 6 is a factor of 3 into 2, and 18 is a factor of 6, which is into 3. Then 108 is also a factor of 18, which is multiplied by 6. So here we can clearly see there is a relation. So let us write a series down here, and let us write a relation here, that this is multiplied by 2, this is multiplied by 3, this is multiplied by 6, because 108 divided by 18 would clearly give us 6 minus 108 and 0 as a reminder. So clearly we can see that 108 is divisible by 18 and it is multiplied by 6. So if we can see that we multiplied this number by the previous number to get the next number. So we multiplied this number by the previous number, that is 3, to get the next number as 18. So there is a relation, clear relation. So we will take our number, that is 108, multiply it with the previous number to get our next number. Simple. So let us multiply 108 into 18. 8 into 8 is 64. 6 would go here, then 864 plus 0, 801. So 4491. So our clear answer would be 1944, which we get by multiplying 108 into 18. So this was our sum. So this is our completion of this lecture, and please subscribe, like and share to MG's Maths and Science Academy. After subscribing, you are supporting this academy to make such new and interesting videos. So please subscribe.